Let's talk about homemade yogurt, a simple yet profound addition to your kitchen repertoire. It's creamy, it's tangy, and honestly, it's just so much better than anything you can find shop-bought. The difference is truly night and day. When you make it yourself, you're in complete control of the ingredients. Just milk and a live yogurt culture, that's all you need. Absolutely no hidden sugars, artificial flavors, or questionable additives. You know exactly what you're eating. The taste is simply unbeatable. A fresh and clean flavor that store-bought versions just can't replicate. And it's not just about the taste. It's packed with essential nutrients like calcium, protein, and beneficial probiotics. A powerhouse of goodness. This makes it perfect for mums-to-be who need that extra boost, and it's a healthy and delicious option for the whole family to enjoy. Those probiotics are fantastic for helping your digestion, which is a real bonus, especially during pregnancy when things can get a little sluggish. Making your own means you have complete control. You decide exactly how thick and creamy or how tangy you want it to be. It's also a fun and educational way to get everyone involved in the kitchen, creating a shared experience. You can show your kids exactly how real food is made, fostering a better understanding of where their food comes from. Plus, it's super affordable. Just 2 simple ingredients, and you'll be amazed at how much money you can save compared to buying it from the store. Forget about contributing to all those plastic pots piling up from the shop. Homemade is always fresher, more vibrant, and undeniably tastier. Once you try it and experience the difference, you'll honestly never want to go back to store-bought again. It's a simple pleasure, a small change that makes a real and positive difference to your health and your wallet. So, roll up your sleeves, gather your ingredients, and let's embark on a journey to make something truly special and nourishing. Homemade yogurt is a small effort in the kitchen that yields a big and delicious reward for your body and soul. Ready to transform your breakfast routine? Let's get started. It's going to be brilliant, I promise you. Here's what you need. No fancy gadgets required. Grab a sturdy saucepan, a whisk or wooden spoon, and a kitchen thermometer if you have one. You'll also need a clean glass jar or ceramic pot for incubating the yogurt. For ingredients, it's just 1 liter of full-fat milk and 2 to 3 tablespoons of plain, live yogurt. Full-fat milk gives the creamiest result, but semi-skimmed works too. Make sure your starter yogurt says live active cultures on the label. That's the magic ingredient. Recap: saucepan, whisk, thermometer, clean jar, milk, and live yogurt. Simple, right? Get everything out on the counter. No long shopping list, just real simple food. Ready for the next step? Let's do this. Alright, let's dive into the process of making our very own yogurt. The first step is simple. Grab your milk. Now, gently pour your milk into the saucepan, and we'll begin heating it. We want to bring the temperature up to 85 degrees Celsius, which is about 185 degrees Fahrenheit. This heat treatment is important for the yogurt making process. As the milk heats, stir it occasionally with a wooden spoon. This prevents the milk from scorching at the bottom of the pan. Keep a close eye on it, and definitely don't let it boil over. Once the milk reaches the desired temperature, it's time to remove it from the heat. Now comes the waiting game. We need to let the milk cool down to about 43-46 degrees Celsius or 110-115 degrees Fahrenheit. This is the ideal temperature for the yogurt cultures to thrive. If you don't have a thermometer, no worries. Just make sure the milk feels warm to the touch, but not scalding hot. It should be comfortable to hold your finger in for a few seconds. In a separate, small bowl, take your starter yogurt. This is what kicks off the whole fermentation process. Mix it with a ladle of the warm milk until it forms a smooth, consistent mixture. Now, gently stir this starter mixture back into the larger pot of milk. Make sure it's well combined so the cultures can distribute evenly. Next, carefully pour everything into your clean jar or container. Ensuring cleanliness at this stage is crucial for preventing unwanted bacteria from interfering with the yogurt cultures. Cover the jar loosely, allowing some air circulation, and then keep it warm for about 8-12 hours. This is the incubation period where the magic happens. A warm environment is key. An airing cupboard works wonders, or you can wrap the container snugly in a towel to maintain a consistent temperature. During this incubation time, it's important not to disturb it. Let the cultures do their work undisturbed. Remember, the longer it sits, the thicker and tangier your yogurt will become. So, adjust the incubation time to your taste preference. After the incubation period, Gently check if it's set by carefully tilting the jar. You're looking for a firm, wobbly consistency. If it's still runny and hasn't quite set, simply leave it in its warm spot for a bit longer, checking periodically. Once it has reached the desired consistency, place it in the fridge to chill for at least 4 hours. This chilling process helps to further thicken the yogurt and stabilize its texture. And that's all there is to it. Your very own batch of homemade yogurt. Easy, right? Now you can enjoy fresh, delicious yogurt made with your own 2 hands. Cleanliness is key, especially if you're pregnant. Wash your hands thoroughly before starting. Make sure all equipment, saucepan, whisk, thermometer, jars, are spotless. Sterilize jars in a hot oven or dishwasher. Always use pasteurized milk for safety. Double-check the label if you're unsure. Use a clean spoon every time you handle the starter or finished yogurt. Don't double dip. These steps keep your yogurt safe and healthy for everyone. A little care goes a long way. Job done. After chilling in the refrigerator, your homemade yogurt should achieve a beautifully thick and wobbly consistency. This is a great sign that the fermentation process has worked its magic. The longer you allow it to incubate, the tangier and more intensely flavored it will become. This is because the bacteria continue to convert lactose into lactic acid. Experiment with different incubation times to discover your personal preference and find the perfect level of tanginess for your taste buds. If your yogurt ends up a little lumpy, don't worry. A simple whisk will smooth it out in no time, creating a perfectly creamy texture. If your yogurt turns out too thin for your liking, try using a bit more starter in your next batch. Or perhaps find a slightly warmer spot for incubation to encourage better thickening. You might notice a watery liquid forming on the surface. This is simply whey, a natural byproduct of the yogurt making process. You can either gently stir the whey back into the yogurt for added moisture and nutrients, or pour it off if you prefer a thicker, more concentrated yogurt. When it comes to serving, the possibilities are endless. A drizzle of honey and a sprinkle of granola make a classic and satisfying combination. For a vibrant and healthy breakfast, top your yogurt with a generous helping of fresh, seasonal berries. Or, for a quick and refreshing treat, blend it into delicious and nutritious smoothies. Don't limit yourself to sweet dishes. Yogurt is also a fantastic addition to savory recipes. Try mixing it with fresh mint and cucumber to create a cooling and flavorful raita, perfect for pairing with spicy Indian dishes. Or, use a dollop of plain yogurt as a cooling and creamy topping for a bowl of hearty chili. To keep your homemade yogurt fresh and delicious, store it in the refrigerator in an airtight container. When properly stored, it will stay fresh and flavorful for up to 2 weeks, allowing you to enjoy it at your leisure. Remember to save a few spoonfuls of your finished yogurt to use as a starter for your next batch, ensuring a continuous cycle of homemade goodness. With this simple trick, you'll essentially have a never-ending supply of fresh, probiotic-rich yogurt right at your fingertips. Making your own yogurt is not only incredibly healthy and satisfying, but it's also a remarkably cheap and delicious way to enjoy this versatile food. So go ahead and enjoy your homemade creation. You've successfully transformed simple ingredients into something truly amazing from scratch. Lovely jubbly.